going on? Welcome to another episode of Bay Area Boxing Talk. I'm your host with the most. You know what I'm saying? Coming from that east side. But anyway, we gonna talk some boxing. We gonna talk, of course, about the Crawford haters and the Spence apologists, and we definitely gonna talk about Lomachenko versus Haney being a done deal, and that Shakur Stevenson is starting to become the new boogeyman, period. And as he's basically denied fights and people turn him down, to me, he should move further up the pound per pound list. But we finna get it cracking. Oh, and by the way, congratulations to Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez got him statue in Mexico. So shout out to the great Canelo Alvarez, I guess. The great mystery meat Clenbuterol. Nah, I'm gonna be cool. I don't want the Canelo fans coming after me. But on the real, congratulations to Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? That's cool to get a statue made of you in tribute to your accomplishments, just like Deontay Wilder got a statue. Beautiful thing, man. But nevertheless, let's get down to business. All right, so as I told you, when reports were coming out that the Devin Haney Lomachenko fight was in jeopardy because of some stuff that was going on behind the scenes, I didn't even make a video because I knew the fight was going to happen. I'd already talked to Bill. I know what's going on. The fight is going to happen. But I will tell you something. This is real talk, but y'all do need to hear this. Lomachenko was capping about he'll fight Devin Haney anywhere, anytime. Well, I heard one of the locations that came up as a possibility was the ATL, and I heard Lomachenko wasn't interested in fighting in the ATL. This fight is either going to be in Las Vegas or New York. It's either going to be one of those two places. From my knowledge, it's not going to be in Saudi Arabia, because when I asked Team Haney, they was like, no. Unless something changed dramatically, unless, a big check got sent Top Rank's way and Bill Haney and Devin Haney's way and Lomachenko's way, this fight is going to be in the States. But I'm hearing either Madison Square Garden, the actual Madison Square Garden, or somewhere in Las Vegas. Maybe the Mandalay Bay or the Michelob Light Arena, or the MGM Grand. But the fight is going to happen. That's basically all they're waiting on to determine a location and a fight date. They're looking at maybe sometime in March. Worst case scenario, sometime in April, but more than likely the fight will take place in March. And I've talked to Bill. Me and Bill trying to figure something out. Me and Bill been trying to, basically collaborate and figure out something, because we gonna try to bring Devin to the Bay. We gonna try to have something in the Bay for Devin, like a press conference. Me and Bill talked about it, so we trying to figure out a location. I have some ideas. Bill has some ideas. I've been sworn to secrecy, not to really say anything where it's gonna be at, because Bill kind of want me to wait. So Devin may be doing a press conference to promote the fight somewhere in the Bay Area. Like I said, we trying to figure out where it's gonna be at, but we're gonna do it big. I promise you, it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be a great press conference. So just stay tuned. For all the people in the Bay, if you come to the press conference, just be cool. Let's some fun. Let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's act like gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? And let's keep it classy. And let's welcome Bill and Devin back home. So that's all I'm saying. But like I said, that's what we trying to do. We trying to find a location, and we trying to figure out how and when can we do it. So let's get it. So I'm excited about the Lomachenko fight. Like I said before, depending on the time frame of, I may make a choice between Adrian Broner and, you know, Devin Haney, and we already know who we already know what the choice gonna be. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to attend both of them. I'm gonna try, but depending on how far in between these two fights are, I may be at both of them. But if I have to pick one, I'm definitely rolling with Devin Haney, because I already talked to Bill about it. I'm gonna do some behind the scenes stuff, so it's gonna be lit. Hopefully I get full access up until the fight. Hopefully I get a full access credential. I'm talking about locker room, all that kind of stuff. So hopefully I get all that stuff. But I'm looking forward to it. All right, so now let's talk about Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson immediately responded to Frank Martin. When Frank Martin called him out and said he'd fight anybody, and Shakur was like, all right, send me a contract. When I say Shakur want all the smoke, he want all the smoke. How much he believe in himself and his skills. And I think Frank Martin needs to understand Shakur Stevenson is a pound-for-pound fighter. He ain't Michelle Rivera. You ain't gonna just blow through Shakur Stevenson. You gotta remember, it's levels to this stuff. That's just real talk. Now let's see if a contract gets sent. Or they gonna say they sent the contract. They gonna say we sent them a contract. We signed it already. That sound familiar. So that might come from there. They say we sent them a contract. He didn't sign it. Y'all knew I was gonna go there. Of course, you knew I was gonna go there. So let's see if we go here. Oh, he on the other side of the street. All right, you called him out. So let's see what's up. So let's see what's up. Let's see can we get a fight. And shout out to Shakur, man, for wanting all the smoke. That dude want all, but he do not care. I mean, everybody keep turning him down, man. He having trouble finding opponents. Cruz didn't want it. A couple of other people that turned him down. So I mean, man, it's getting tough to get in there with Shakur Stevenson. I guess he stayed enough money to get in there and get affiliated and dominate, man. One of the best defensive fighters on the planet. So, So, I mean, I just feel bad for him, man. He can't get people to get in the ring with him, man. Cruz was made mandatory, and he sent the letter, said, I don't want that fight. He did like Biggie Smalls on that movie Notorious, when Lil Kim said, get on top. He was like, when they asked him to fight you, he was like, So sad, man. Sad. But that's what happens, man. Sometimes it's a curse to be so good. And when people see how good you is, they don't want to get in the ring with you because they believe you're going to humiliate them. And I guess Isaac Cruz feel like Shakur Stevenson is going to pick him apart and just pot shot him and break him down and just pick him apart and just humiliate him. So I guess he like, so much for that Mexican Warrior stuff. That Mexican Warrior stuff. We'll fight anybody. I know Shakur Stevenson runs. And if anybody's seen damn, just the excuse that they throw at black fighters when they're dominant. They used to say Floyd Mayweather ran, and Floyd Mayweather didn't used to run. Floyd Mayweather would walk you down, he would press, he would come forward. He came forward versus Manny Pacquiao the whole damn fight. So that's just a myth to just basically try to diminish and take away credit from the black fighters' dominance. I'm too good with this, man. I'm too good with this, man. I know what I'll be doing. I know what I'll be talking about. But that's what the code word is when they say, oh, he ran. He ran. He ran. That's their excuse. That's their go-to move. When he ran. He ran. Okay. Yeah, his gloves ran into your face. That's about the only running he did is when he came forward and his gloves kept running into your face. When you kept getting hit with combination after combination, body shot after body shot. Yep. That's the only running Shakur Stevenson been doing. But that's what it means. Y'all gonna have to understand that's a code word. That's a code word. That would they accuse Sandor Martin of doing versus Teofimo Lopez. He just outboxed Teofimo Lopez. But you know, that's the excuse, man. When you hard to hit, you a good defensive fighter, you elusive. You know, they'll say you ran. Rock'em Robot. That's why they have Rock'em Robot, because the objective of the game is for you to trade until that head pop up. But to me, like I said, it's just excuses. It's grade super cap. That's all it come down to. You know, at the end of the day, we knew this. You know, the Crawford haters come out in full force because they really, you know the usuals tried to make excuses. You know, that goofy Dr. Evil looking dude, the black Dr. Evil looking dude, the least attorney, talking about Terrence Crawford lost millions with the amnesia. No, he didn't. His value went up. His stock went up. His value went up. His asking price went up because one, based off the way everybody kept making video, Terrence Crawford right now is becoming a household name. And thanks to haters, because y'all can't go a day without making a video. And then all this stuff, I listen to Errol Spence talking about he got blindsided and he's starting to feel pain and all this kind of stuff. Man, I have to call bullshit. And I'm sorry. All this stuff about you got blindsided. Nobody blindsided you, dude. Nobody blindsided you. You sitting up there saying you made him an offer. You can't even make an offer unless you go through Al Heyman. And the funny thing is you get these, the Errol Spence Brigade, they'll try to say, oh, Terrence Crawford ducked. How? They can't even explain to you how he ducked. Oh, Terrence Crawford ducked. How? Because he ducked. How? He ducked. I mean, I cannot believe this I just cannot believe the ignorance with some of these dudes here. I keep saying, how did he duck? Because he ducked. I need a logical explanation. Because he ducked. Can't even tell me how he ducked. But that's what happens when these dudes listen to these goofy channels And at the end of the day, I laughed at the fact that a lot of these dudes, they just don't want to take their L. And like I said, I've never in my 48 years ever seen such hatred and and vitriol for a dude touches fail. I've never seen nothing like this before in my life. And these are the same dudes that are trying to talk that fake pro-black stuff. You know, the fake pro-black public enemy niggas. I got a letter from the government the other day. I opened and read it. It said we were suckers. Yeah, suckers all right. And it ain't public enemy. Yeah, there's some real suckers, all right. Not public enemy though. For real. New excuse. Like I said, new excuse. They keep saying, Terrence Crawford got a revised offer. Well, what was on the offer? They can't even tell you what was on any of the offers. They can't even tell you what was on the offer, but they know so much. These dudes that got caught lie after lie. Even some of these goofy boxers that got caught lying. You had one dude talking about he's seen the contract. Well, damn, you seen it before Terrence Crawford did. Or I mean, come on, man. Oh, Terrence Crawford should have signed the contract. And I'm like, what contract? What was on the contract? So now Errol Spence talking about he not coming back till May or June or something. He talking about he's starting to feel pain. Okay, I'm not even gonna go in on him because there's a lot of stuff I could say about that, but I'm gonna be cool. I wouldn't be surprised if Ugas was Errol Spence's last fight at 147. Now I heard he took those shark shirts, off his website. I don't know so much. I ain't seen nobody make a shirt. Y'all love to try to negotiate, tell somebody how much. I don't even. And this is, like I said, this is what I'll be talking about. And that's why I went in on that cornball barber bitch conversations. Acting like he was such a Nipsey Hussle fan. Lived right down the street from the Marathon store, never took his ass in there. That's what I'm saying. But he's supposed to be such a big supporter. And I still got my Marathon shirts. I might do a video, man. Them shirts is 4 years old. It's still in good condition, man. Still in good condition, man. Real talk. Like I said, these lames can't even tell you what was on the offer sheet. Errol Spence can't tell you. He ain't even been at the negotiating table, so how you gonna make an offer? All they did is put out cap after cap, lie after lie. Everything was a save face move. Just like they put out that lie. Oh, we offered Terrence Crawford a 3-fight deal. Oh, we offered him Errol Spence, Jermell Charlo, and Danny Garcia in that particular order. Like I said, why would Danny Garcia be the third fight if you became undisputed? If you won undisputed versus Errol Spence and undisputed versus Charlo, why in the hell would you need to fight Danny Garcia? So I knew that, and that got debunked. That got debunked. You didn't even hear Charlo say that was true. But they put that out there. They tried to throw that out there. Just like that lying ass dude. Just like the least attorney was lying, talking about his sources from MMA, like they know, said that the fight did 5,000 pay-per-views. Dude is just pathetic, man. I mean, for real, just pathetic, man. Told you the source. You a liar. told a bold-faced lie, bro. That fight didn't do no. And then here go the thing, of course. Oh, we need more proof. Oh, who are these people? But then if you say, well, I question some of those PBC numbers. Oh man, you're hating. Oh, well, how you know? You haven't heard Black Prime dispute those numbers. They said the fight did better than expected. It's always an excuse. But it was $40. So what? It's always an excuse. Okay? Like when a movie come in number one at the box office, let's say it grossed maybe 120 million opening weekend. Do you think people want to hear that stuff, or people trying to hear, oh, that's because, in the afternoon they had bargain matinees and the tickets was $7 versus the 14. Don't matter. Still took in 120 million opening weekend. Lewd point. Like I say, these dudes push the goalpost back on a regular basis. It's always a new excuse. It's always, it's always a new cap. Real talk. It's always a new front. It's always a new smokescreen. It's always a new obstacle. Like I said before, if anybody think Bud's value went down after the Avenesian fight, you're a moron. But you come here on my channel listening to goofballs. I don't know what it is with dudes about, dudes that got bald heads. There's a few of them out there that just sit up there and make up stuff and can't even back up the stuff they be saying. They get exposed on a regular basis. They make a fool out of themselves on a regular basis. There's always cap season with them. And it's easy to blow them out the water. The fact of the matter is, Errol Spence is the one that's under a slave contract. And Terrence Crawford, you know what I'm saying? And Terrence Crawford is free to do whatever he want to do. Like I said before, anybody that think Terrence Crawford was supposed to sit around and sit up there and basically wait around to see when they was going to get a real offer. Like I said before, it don't matter whether he was talking to Black Prime or Al Heyman at the same time. You a promotional free agent. You have no option or commitment to any of them. When you're a free agent, you have the right to negotiate with anybody. I'll give you an example. Now, if Lamar Jackson could become a restricted free agent after this season. No, he could be an unrestricted free agent if he chooses so. Well, the Ravens have the right to franchise tag him, which he'll make $45 million in one season. And then next year, if he doesn't sign the contract, then he can become a free agent and he can negotiate with any team he wants. Now, I think they only can franchise you once or twice. They could franchise them back to back, because I forgot. I think they did that with Von Miller before. But that's the point that I'm trying to make. Now, if they don't franchise him, which we all know the Ravens are going to franchise him, they're not going to let, you know what I'm saying? They're not going to let him walk. Because he turned down a $200 million deal. So they're going to franchise him. Now, if they can't franchise him 2 years straight, then Lamar Jackson is an unrestricted free agent, and that's what Terrence Crawford did. He had no obligation to just exclusively negotiate with the PBC. Like I said, everything is just so fishy about what they was doing. Like I said, you waited till May to even start talking to this dude when you could have had something on deck. You could have had a fair deal, a real deal ready, and you could have announced that fight right after he was done with Ugas. But you kept stalling. You kept throwing obstacles. You kept talking about, we'll give you some back end money off the pay-per-views. But then we don't know how much the pay-per-views is going to. But just that deal. You would have, nobody would want. That's a Stevie Wonder deal. That's a Stevie Wonder contract, and you would be a fucking idiot if you took that contract. But let these morons tell you. But let these morons tell you that Bud should have took that. So basically, you okay with Bud getting cheated out of money, and then you get these clowns that'll sit up here and determine how much they think Bud should take when they black asses ain't never been in a ring in their life because they got their head up Errol Spence's ass. So because they Errol Spence fanboys and they love his dirty draws. Oh, well, because we say so, because the Errol Spence Brigade say so, Terrence Crawford should take less money. Well, now based off Terrence Crawford, what he got in his last fight, doesn't matter whether it was a quote unquote bomb. That's only according to you. Because like I said, Errol Spence's resume ain't that damn impressive. His last 5 fights versus Terrence Crawford's last fights ain't that damn impressive. Ain't too far apart. And you might can make an argument if it's the same. What tripped me out is you get Jermell Charlo, who always contradicts himself on a regular basis. He contradicts himself more than Charleston White does. Ironically, I ain't gonna go there because then people gonna think I'm gonna leave that alone, what I was about to say. But nevertheless, Jermell Charlo sit up there and say, oh, Terrence Crawford ain't fought nobody. He got a weak resume. He ain't fought nobody. But wait a minute. Don't Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford got 2 common opponents? And Kell Brook and Shawn Porter? So you saying that Shawn Porter is a nobody. You saying Kell Brook is a nobody. So you basically saying that win he got against Kell Brook coming off a loss, that basically means that and Errol Spence ain't really fought nobody. So while he's sitting up there insulting Terrence Crawford, he actually was insulting Errol Spence at the same time. But then again, this is a dude that has an endorsement deal with Balenciaga, companies that is suspected of, the unthinkable, certain type of worshiping. But that's Jermell Charlo for you. Jermell Charlo, the dude that like to threaten media members and like to threaten other boxers, black boxers, talking about he gonna get his killers. They ready to ride for him, of course, against another black man. But the pro-black brigade, Public Enemy or Public Enema, they didn't say nothing, as usual. You see how I like blowing these dudes out the water? This is so easy. This is so easy. So you see how dude put his foot in his mouth when he said that? He didn't make no sense when he said that. So if Terrence Crawford ain't fighting nobodies, then that means Errol Spence fought 2 nobodies, right? But keep in mind, when he beat Kell Brook, that was supposed to be an epic win. And the same thing with Shawn Porter. So then that means Daddy Garcia really ain't nobody. Danny Garcia at best been pedestrian at 147. Lost to both Keith Thurman and Shawn. Stupid. This is what they'll say. They'll say Terrence Crawford is bum bashing. But wait a minute. Wait a minute, man. So that mean Errol Spence was bum bashing, right? Right? Wasn't Errol Spence bum bashing when he fought Shawn Porter and Kell Brook? Oh, I get it. It's only bum bashing if Terrence Crawford fights him. I'm just saying. I keep asking this question once again. Nobody wants to answer this question. Errol Spence has had ample opportunity to face off with Terrence Crawford. Instead of him getting into car accidents in Dallas, he should have jumped on a plane and went to Omaha and walked right in the ring and say, hey, man, let's cut the crap. Let's give the fans the fight they want. Let's make the damn fight. He's had twice the opportunity to do it. When Terrence Crawford beat Sean Porter, only person that ever stopped Sean Porter. What did he do? What he always liked to do. He liked to sit up there and tweet and then say he wasn't impressed. Man got out of there, ran out of there quicker than Richard Pryor than he did on Stir Crazy. Like, I mean, he went full-blown Richard Pryor. Like what he did on Busted Loose. Shit! I mean, he went, for real. For real, he went full-blown Richard Pryor. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know back in the day, Richard Pryor was scared of everything. Every damn movie, Richard Pryor was running from something. Man was scared of his own shadow. Shit! Man got up out of there and ran. I mean, for real, he went full-blown Richard Pryor. I ain't scared of nothing, Jack. You can't tell me nothing. I ain't scared of nothing, man. Like, oh, you don't even want to tell. Yeah, I know the toy. Yeah, definitely. But that's what I'm saying. I know the guy that retired Mikey Garcia and arguably beat Teofimo Lopez. And I like Sandor Martin. Hey, this real talk, man. Y'all show Sandor Martin some love, man. That's a good dude, man. He was sitting in the hallway talking to people, granting everybody, like, hey, for real. How many people you know after a loss? Y'all seen that interview he gave me? I respect people like that. He didn't sit up there and blow me off. He was happy to talk to the media because it is. And don't get me wrong, man. I like Teofimo's dad. Senior is cool, man. Cause Senior always be telling me thanks for the support because he see me at a lot of their fights. I mean, I like Senior when he ain't saying crazy stuff. So I'm just saying Errol Spence ain't gave me no indication that he really wanted that fight. Now, like I said, the apologists will make you believe that stuff. But then they can't. When I ask that question, I say, why won't he get up in Terrence Crawford's face? I just don't be liking his body language. Just like when Terrence Crawford walked up to him. Y'all know the infamous showdown, stare down. Errol Spence put his hoodie over his head. He put his hoodie over his head. He didn't even want to make eye contact with the dude. Now I know the apologists and the brigade will make you believe. Oh yeah, he like I said, I've never liked Errol Spence's body language. Whenever they asked him about Terrence Crawford, he got irritated when Brian Cluster asked him about Terrence. God damn it. He keep talking about he didn't like the way he went about like bro, if somebody tell yo guy, you need to be getting at Al Heyman. But then again, he said he ain't ever gonna go against Al Heyman because a lot of people believe behind the scenes Al Heyman protected Errol Spence from something in regards to that car accident. The one with the Ferrari. See, nobody wants to see none of these dudes want want to have a real conversation about this. They'll sit up there and lie and try to place all the blame on Terrence Crawford. You know these dudes are liars. You know they're liars. At the end of the day, they be trying to protect Errol Spence. They ain't that convinced that they talk a good game. They not convinced that Errol Spence can win that fight. Just like Al Heyman ain't convinced that Errol Spence can win that fight. They talk a good game, but trust me, let me ask y'all something. If they was so positive and assured that Errol Spence would blow through Terrence Crawford, why every time Terrence Crawford fought, they was rooting for the other dude? They were making predictions that every other dude was going to beat Terrence Crawford. When he fought Avenesian, they said it was going to be an upset. When he fought Sean Porter, they said it was going to be an upset. Oh, the Mean Machine is going to score an upset. Amir Khan is going to score an upset. Jeff Horn is going to score an upset. For real. Jose Benavidez is going to score. They was rooting for... Now, they already knew what it was going to lead up to. They was rooting for every Crawford opponent. The so-called black dudes, the so-called pro-black, I got a letter for real. And like I said, it was laughable when they came up with that fake story about, oh, they offered him a 3-fight deal that would include, in this particular order, Spence, Charlo, and Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia didn't want to fight Terrence Crawford at 147. Don't y'all remember that interview I did with Danny Garcia? It's in the archive somewhere. I said, Danny, Terrence Crawford is offering you a fight. Oh, tell him to talk to Al Heyman. You know what that means. Al Heyman probably told him no. And like I said, Danny Garcia turned down. So ask yourself this question. And you hear all these reports about, oh, they making so much money. Well, how come people talking about they finna lose their house? They ain't got paid for this fight. All this stuff. They get monthly payments. If it's so much money if they was making so much money. Like I said before, Danny Garcia turned down $3 million guaranteed to fight Terrence Crawford. He took $1.2 million or $1.1 million to fight Adrian Granados. That made no kind of sense. That's just that. Can y'all explain that to me? Last time I checked, 3 million was more than 1.1. And like I said, I laugh at the fact, like I said, some of these dudes here are destitute. They were so upset about Terrence Crawford, the impressive knockout. Once again, Terrence Crawford has 10 straight knockouts. All his fights at 147 been stoppages. Not sandwiches, stoppages. Stoppage. That's a new word, stoppages. I'm a trademark that. So I'm just saying, man. I'm just keeping it a buck. All his fights at 147 been stoppages. Nobody went the distance. He's knocked out everybody. Everybody. Oh yeah, I'm finna blow. I'm gonna just do this just to piss people off. I'm just finna further expose these liars. I'm finna expose the other myth about that Sean Porter did better against Terrence Crawford than he did versus Errol Spence. I'm gonna probably do that video tonight because I feel like making people look stupid. I continue to make these people look stupid. I'm gonna continue to make them look stupid. Basically, make them look like the liars that they really are. Now they gonna do what they always do. They gonna wait till I end this stream to start popping off at the mouth because that's all they do is they wait till I leave the stream. I mean, anybody, you can come on here if you want some smoke. I got about 3 minutes left. Who wants some? Like I said before, y'all can't even explain how Terrence Crawford ducked Errol Spence. You hate the fact that Terrence Crawford made a boss move where Errol Spence got a boss. That man, Al Haymon, is in charge of his entire career. And he do owe Al Haymon. He do owe Al Haymon. But this is what these dudes don't want to tell. Yeah, he do owe Al Haymon a lot. Like I said before, these dudes go listen to these other cornballs, and then they come on my channel with non-facts and they get humiliated. Oh, I heard the fight did 5,000 pay-per-views. From who? From who? Oh, the least attorney? Better Call Sal? That dude? Oh, a couple of other people? A couple of other people lying? Making up stuff? No, I'm gonna come with the receipts that Sean Porter did better versus Errol Spence than he did Terrence Crawford. Hey, what's up, Queen? Like I said, it's so easy to put these dudes on the grill, man. Like, I keep telling y'all, stop listening to these dudes that don't cover no fights, man. Stop listening to these dudes that be sitting up behind computers all day just making up stuff. They can't back up none of their claims. I can back up everything. I said months ago, I said back in July when they was talking about, oh, Errol Spence signed his contract. I said that was cap. I said that was straight cap, and then they tried to say it said it was official on the 4th of July. Man, nobody don't make no announcements on no 4th of July. I kept trying to tell y'all that. I kept telling y'all that they were stalling. When they kept, man, Tim Smith, like I said, Tim Smith told y'all to play last January. He told y'all that they wasn't go make the fight. He said it himself. Oh, we don't want to give Terrence Crawford a offer that's insulting. Basically, they saying we don't want to pay him. And we gonna use this, we gonna try to make it look like he outpriced himself. But that messed him up when he said, you know what? I'll take less money. Then they had to come with the, we can't guarantee you any back end money, but what we could do is we'll pay you based off the net pay when the pay-per-view happens. But wait a minute, didn't Errol Spence say they didn't think it could sell that good because they was worried about streaming? And then I'm gonna break this down again. I pay close attention to what people say. And Derek James has contradicted himself throughout this whole thing. A couple of years ago, they said, well, we don't have to fight Terrence Crawford right now because he has no storyline. What's the storyline? What do you mean? This came out of Derek James' mouth. Then the other day, oh, Terrence Crawford, he need to humble himself. He can't sell outside of Omaha. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. His last fight before Avenesian was sold out in Las Vegas. His last fight in Las Vegas before the Avenesian fight, November the 20th, sold out. I was there. I covered that fight. It was sold out. It was sold out. So what is Derek James talking about? And once again, Derek James is just the trainer. He's not the manager. So he can't sit up there and technically tell Terrence Crawford how much money he should take. How many other times have he told people, well, I'm just a trainer? Bomac is listed as Terrence Crawford's manager. So he could say stuff like that. There you have it. They saying, well, if the fight happens, it may happen. And Floyd Mayweather said, oh, this fight ain't happening. What if Floyd Mayweather said, don't believe it? He said, if and when this fight happens, it'll be further down the line, and I'm going to be the one to announce it. So I'm just saying, man, I'm just keeping it a buck. Like I said, if they really thought Terrence Crawford was easy pickings McGlickens, like they said, they would have been made that fight. Why all the stall tactics? Why they worried about money? If the man said he'll take less money, isn't that what you wanted him to take in the first place? And then, like I said, you got these dummies coming on here talking about, oh, it went way down after the Abenizin fight. Based off what? Because you say so? Because a couple of cornballs, a few cornballs, the least attorney, and a couple of other bald-headed Negroes talking that junk? Like I said before, how you gonna tell somebody how much? And that's the thing. Let me ask y'all this. How come these niggas don't ever try to negotiate for these non-blacks? They didn't tell Oscar Valdez how much to take versus Shakur Stevenson. They weren't telling Caleb Plant how much to take versus Canelo. For real. Where was all those videos at? They wasn't, for real. I mean, for real, they wasn't telling. Oh my gosh, this is just so easy. But they always seem to be pocket watching Terrence Crawford, though. Y'all notice that? This is why I tell you it's deeper than boxing. Terrence Crawford is the only dude where they try to pocket watch. Was they telling Tyson Fury how much he should get against Deontay Wilder? No. That's why I keep telling you these dudes is phony. That's why I keep blowing their asses out the water. Tell me I didn't just expose these dudes. They always worried about Terrence Crawford how much money he should take. They don't tell Tank how much money to give nobody. They don't tell Devin Haney. They don't worry about what Devin Haney should take, but they always worried about what Terrence Crawford should take. Don't y'all find that strange? But these dudes are so pro-black. This is why I say it's fear. It's just like it's a stall tactic with the PBC. It's a stall tactic with them. These dudes ain't that confident in their boy. Like I said, Terrence Crawford is the only dude they be pocket watching. Tell me that I'm lying. Was they telling Andre Ward how much he should take against Sergey Kovalev? But everybody want to make video talking about how much they think Terrence Crawford should take. Busted. Nobody ain't telling Charlo how much he should take. But like I say, everybody worried about what's in Bud's bank account. Everybody worried about what Bud should take. Like I said, man, it's easy work. These dudes is so easy. Nah, man. Check this out, Texas T. I done been to Texas. Listen, bro. It's hella people from Texas, from Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth, Port Arthur, and in the Bay Areas. Nah, I mess with Texas tough. They ain't got it. It's just them. They make themselves look bad. They make black people look bad to a certain degree. So I'm just saying though. I'm just saying, nah, Texas ain't looking bad. Nah, they looking bad. They looking bad. No, I'm just saying. Oh man, I already know about the Charlos, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something else, Texas T. Uh, y'all, man, it's looking bad for Megan Thee Stallion. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's looking real bad for Megan Thee Stallion. I hate to say this, but Megan Thee Stallion may be the Black Amber Heard, because it ain't looking. That court case ain't going too good for her. Speaking of Houston, y'all might have to disown Megan Thee Stallion after this court case. She looking real bad. Yeah, she talking about she a savage. She might be a savage lie. That's she ain't looking too good, man. I'm telling you right now, man. Megan Thee Stallion ain't looking too good. I had to say that. I listen, and this is no knock on the sisters. This is just a knock on Megan Thee Stallion. She ain't looking too good. One, she looked like a liar. And one, she looked like she a horrible person, and she looked like she ain't a good friend, and she looked like she two-faced it. She just constantly backdoor Kelsey, but I'm just saying, you know, I don't know, man. Y'all might have to disown Megan Thee Stallion, because I know it ain't looking too good for her. So I'm just, man, I was just saying, man. But nah, man, it's just them dudes, man. I already know people don't like the Charlos, man. They, especially Jamel, man. I mean, I just hate to say it. He just real funny style, man. It's just like he just get angry for no reason. Ain't no real niggas in Rhode Island. I mean, damn, bro, relax. When he went I was like, damn. Oh, like what? Yeah, so I'm just saying, all this stuff was just easy to debunk, but nobody, like I said, nobody wants to have these real conversations. Like I say, why every nigga on here is always worried about Terrence Crawford's money? The detract. Like I said, Terrence Crawford is the only one that people try to pocket watch and you know what I'm saying, and try to be his manager. Like I said, once again, I'm watching Derrick James try to devalue that dude. And that's the problem that I have. But like I said, the fake pro-black public enemy niggas ain't gonna say nothing. Public enemy number one, Fireball said freeze. And then I got one. Yeah, right. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I mean, like I said before, I'm not trying to attack Errol Spence, but like in retrospective, Errol Spence's resume ain't that much and more impressive than Terrence Crawford. Like I said, Errol Spence's best fight. Let's keep it 100. His best fight is against a blown up featherweight. And then everybody was so impressed with that Danny Garcia fight. Danny Garcia probably lost to Lamont Peterson. And he ducked my homeboy Kareem Mayfield. And then a lot of people thought he lost to that dude at when he was fighting at 140. They thought he lost to that dude. His two biggest fights at welterweight, he lost. Okay, he beat Robert Guerrero. That's okay, but Robert Guerrero had got the hell beat out of him by Keith Thurman. And Floyd watched him. He got beat, but like I said, he got beat by Shawn Porter. And he got beat by Keith Thurman. And then he went on to lose to Errol Spence. But then they try to play that leftover stuff. So I guess technically Danny Garcia was a Keith Thurman leftover, then a Danny Garcia leftover, and then Keith Thurman beat Shawn Porter and Danny Garcia. So that's why I laugh at these dudes when they say Terrence Crawford ain't fought nobody. So when you say Terrence Crawford ain't fought nobody, you said Errol Spence ain't fought nobody. So technically, when you insult Terrence Crawford, you insulting Errol Spence. But you dummies don't understand that. Like I said, this is, man, I'm T Grizzly on this. Man, I'm T Grizzly, man. No effort. No effort. No, man, I'm T Grizzly with this. I'm T Grizzly with this, man. No effort. It's too easy. It's too easy, man. Oh, shout out to my homeboy World Combat Sports, man. Y'all go subscribe to his channel. Shout out to my brother coming out the ATL. So yeah, man. I told you this is just easy to debunk. So like I said before, when you say Terrence Crawford ain't fought nobody, you saying Errol Spence ain't fought nobody. Because like I said, Errol Spence's best fights, if you want to compare Terrence Crawford's last 5 or 6 fights versus Errol Spence's, ain't that big of a difference. Like I keep saying, Danny Garcia has been very pedestrian since he came to 147. Very pedestrian. Who haven't beat Paulie Malignaggi's ass? Robert Guerrero ain't been the same since he fought Floyd Mayweather. So I'm just saying. Shawn Porter, he had already lost to Kell Brook. So Shawn Porter already had a couple of losses. So I'm just saying, let's just keep it a buck, man. That's the problem. People don't keep it a buck. Shawn Porter had already lost to Keith Thurman, and he had lost to Kell Brook. Danny Garcia had losses. And Ocampo. Okay, stop it. Remember, he was the mandatory. So he had to fight him. But championship bouts trump mandatory. Now, keep in mind, like I said, Jeff Horn, they was looking at Jeff Horn. They was saying Jeff Horn was going to be a good opponent for Errol Spence. And then when Terrence Crawford got a hold of him, then all of a sudden, oh, he really lost to Manny Pacquiao. Like I said, these dudes stay pushing the goalposts back. And like I said, it is easy. It is easy to debunk what they said. It's just really easy. Like I said before, man, I could be sitting up here disrespecting Errol Spence every time I get. Like I said before, he had a chance to go to Omaha and confront Terrence Crawford to say, hey, man, let's make this fight. But like I said, he stayed at Dallas, stayed behind and got in a damn car crash, the third damn car crash he didn't got into. And then once again, you heard fake reports coming. Oh, yeah, Errol Spence gonna be in Omaha. No, he not. Like I said before. I saw him in Las Vegas after Crawford stopped Shawn Porter. Like I said, he ran out of there. And then gonna tweet and say he wasn't impressed. And I'm like, bro, why didn't you walk into the ring and say, let's make the fight happen? Okay, you officially, is this your last fight? He should have said, man, we gonna call you on Monday. Nah, he ran out of there and started tweeting. Like I said, he went full blown Richard Pryor. He went Richard Pryor from Stir Crazy. You know, Stir Crazy. What's the other one? Busting Loose, Moving. Like I said, my man Richard Pryor was scared of every damn thing. I mean, Richard Pryor, like I said, he ran from everything. The nigga was scared of everything in his movies. That used to piss me off. Was running in the toy. Always, like I said, I could have made some jokes calling him. I ain't never called Errol Spence out of his name. But like I said, nobody asked the question. And I keep saying this. Why y'all, like I say, why y'all Errol Spence fans always trying to count Terrence pockets? He the only dude where y'all try to pocket watch and tell this man, and this is why I laugh at y'all. Y'all doing this to a black man. I'm telling you, y'all, that character John David Washington played, Black Klansman. Y'all some real Black Klansmen. I'm talking about Clayton Bigsby. For real. Y'all for real, you that dude on Django. You that nigga on that movie Life. The one that was holding the gun. Yes, sir, both. If these niggas move, I'm gonna shoot. You that dude. That's how some of these dudes act, man. Y'all that dude. Y'all that cat. Y'all the worst of the worst. Like I said, y'all the Charles Barkley's of boxing. It's terrible, Kenny. Let me tell you something, Kenny. Let me tell you something, man. Terrence Crawford, man. Terrence Crawford is his fault, man. Let me tell you something, Kenny. Kenny, it's Terrence Crawford's fault. How? Cause it's just Terrence Crawford's fault, man. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible, Kenny. For real. Shannon Sharpe. Skip. Listen up, Skip. Listen up, Skip. The Errol Spence Brigade. It's Terrence Crawford's fault. It's his Skip. For real, man. Come on, man. Just stop it. I bet, man, for real. Yeah, they started getting they up there with them Triple G fans, man. Some of these spits, they cannot back up nothing they say. But like I said, you already know who I'm talking about. The least attorney, he the worst of the worst. That dude stay lying, man. That dude stay lying. He kind of remind me like he stay lying. Man told a flat out lie, talking about his sources from MMA, of all things. Said the fight did fight. How the hell do they know? I mean, that dude stay lying, man. That's the dude. Let me tell you who he is. That nigga was the type of dude back in the day. He didn't have no game. He a dude that would walk up to a girl and say, "Hey, what's your sign?" "I'm a Scorpio." "Oh, I got a 5.0. It's in the shop." "Yeah." And then it never get out the shop. Every time she say, "Where you?" "Oh, it's still in the shop." That's the type of dude he is. He ain't got no game. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why you can't take these dudes serious. They always try to turn everything into a blackness thing with Terrence Crawford, but Terrence Crawford got a black wife, a beautiful black wife at that, and a beautiful black family. Real talk. They always try to do that. Like I said, anybody that pay attention to these fake pro-black public enemy niggas is that, like I said, they've been exposed on a regular basis. These is to say, I want you to hear something. This is real talk. Let me tell you how fake these dudes is. These niggas sit up there and try to talk about and question Terrence Crawford's blackness, but these the same niggas that ain't said a damn word in regards to Errol Spence doing business with Jerry Jones, who participated in a straight up Jim Crow act, who got caught being racist, trying to prevent black kids from coming to school. Ain't said nothing. But these was the same niggas that was calling Bob Arum a white supremacist and said he was a racist and he was a plantation owner. Well, what the fuck Jerry Jones is then? Well, we got a picture of Jerry Jones participating in the act of racism. And shout out to my boy, World Combat Sports, because he was the first one that broke that story. Everybody got quiet about that. Everybody got quiet. They was trying to talk around that. They didn't really want to talk about that, but they had all kind of smoke. They came out with when it came to Bob Arum, everybody came with their black shades and their berets, you know what I'm saying? The braids, you know what I'm saying? And they black caps like they Huey P. Newton and the Black Panthers. And shout out to the Black Panthers, you know what I'm saying? The first original Black Panther Party was founded in my hometown of Oakland, California. So shout out, rest in peace to Huey Newton. Shout out to Angela Davis, Bobby Seale, you know what I'm saying? Real talk. They was all Black Panther, and I ain't talking about Wakanda, you know, with Bob Arum. But then Jerry Jones, that picture of Jerry Jones show up all of a sudden, cat, all of a sudden the cat got their tongue. All of a sudden the pro-blackness, like, hey, they just like that nigga on I'ma Get You Sucker. You know, the dude that was so pro-black, had the dashiki and had that goddamn white woman. And then when dude asked him, hey man, are you ready for change? Yes. Are you ready for a revolution? Yes. Brother, will you fight with me? Yes, George. Yeah, they put their black fist down when that picture of Jerry Jones came. That black shit went out the window when that Jerry Jones, hey, when that picture of Jerry Jones showed up, ain't nobody called Errol Spence out for aligning himself and working with a blatant white supremacist. The main culprit, the dude that basically told his players, if you niggas take a knee, y'all black ass is gonna be cut and you ain't never gonna play an NFL down again. Real talk. So once again, like I said, where was all that black stuff at then? I told you, it's easy to body these dudes. It's easy, man. I told you, man, I'm T Grizzly with these. Man, I'm T Grizzly. All that black shit went out. Hey, all that black shit went out the window when that Jerry Jones picture showed up. Once again, shout out to World Combat Sports, because he was the first one that broke that story. Hey, it was funny, man. You seen the air, and like I said, Errol Spence, just as usual, he been real quiet about that. And the Spence Brigade been real quiet about that, though. But they had all the smoke for Bob Arum, though. They had that. Hey. They had all the smoke for Bob Arum, though. But Jerry Jones standing right there. Right there. And Jerry Jones' ass got up pretty early to get inside that high school and to sit up there and say he was curious. But then come to find out that they did the same thing at the very high school that he went to 4 days earlier. The incident with him happened on like September the 9th. And then the first time they did it on September the 4th. So if he was so curious, he would have went to that one. No, he went there to do what he got caught on camera doing, being a white supremacist. But like I said, those pro-black fists went all the way down. Them black gloves them black gloves got took off. Them shades got took off. Them berets disappeared. The leather coats got put in the closet. I told you, man, I'm T Grizzly, man. I told you I do this with no effort, man. This is just too easy, man. Man, what was that song by Public Enemy? I shut them down. Shut them down. I shut them down. Shut them down. Shut them down. Yeah, he was the main culprit. Yeah, he was the main culprit. Jim Crow Jerry. He was the main culprit that made sure Colin Kaepernick never played another down in the NFL again. He was the main culprit. But like I said before, like I said, these dudes all pro-black versus Bob Arum. Well, you know, sis, I'm glad you understand, because this, and I'm going to end it like this. I'm going to say this about Megan Thee Stallion. This ain't, anybody that follow my channel know that the sisters is welcome on my channel. I'm not a misogynist, but I'm not a captain neither. I'll call it right down the line. And people trying to turn this into a battle of the sexes, protect black women and all this stuff. This ain't what's going on here. What people are trying to get is the truth. And I'm sorry, Megan Thee Stallion done changed her story like 3 times. She looking real bad right now. She looking like Tory Lane's attorney is like, whoever this person is, they've been on it. They've been poking holes in everything that the defense didn't throw at them. So at the end of the day, Megan Thee Stallion, if it turns out that she lied on Tory Lanez intentionally, her career should be over. She should lose everything. And she should never be supported. And the thing is, it's going to be detrimental to women, because she going to kill the credibility of women where this actually is happening to. Because people going to say, oh, here we go, another Megan Thee Stallion. Well, that's what these dudes do. Like I said, Bud is the only one who everybody be worried about how much money he should make, shouldn't make, made, have made, might have made, ain't making. He the only one that they pocket watch for. They don't tell no other black fighter except Terrence Crawford how much money they think he worth. So there you have it. Anyway, thank y'all for tapping in. This your boy Town. I'm out. Whew.